Hello, this is the Wise Owl 2 coming at you from the sea where I live. Dubnium, capital D-U-B-N-I-U-M, which has it's the element's name, and its chemical symbol is capital D and a small b. Okay, it is a synthetic chemical element. Dubnium is highly radioactive, and you cannot find it on the earth at all. It cannot be found on the earth. You have to make it in a laboratory. Okay, that's dubnium. That's just some little information. Now, how can we remember? How can we remember dubnium? Its chemical symbol, its atomic mass, atomic number. How can we do it? How can we remember all these things? Well, here's a couple of ways. The word bad boy, B-A-D-B-O-Y. The capital D and the small b is the chemical symbol for dubnium. And 105 is the atomic number of dubnium. Bad boy. You got it? That's right there. DB. Bad boy. Now, if you're going to use a sentence to help you remember some more about dubnium, here it is, the sentence. There were 262 bad boys, okay, fighting in the dubnium schoolyard. 105 of them were suspended. Now, as you can see, the Dubnium schoolyard, that's the Dubnium is the name of the school, and that is the chemical element's name. Well, you know what I'm saying? The element's name, really. And 262 is the mass, atomic mass, because in all out of everything, there were 262 altogether, completely. So that's the whole. So that's 262 bad boys. So here you have the atomic mass, 262, and you have the capital D and small b for bad boys. Okay, and they were fighting in the Dubnium schoolyard. The Dubnium is the name of the element. The chemical element, yard. Now, 105, because it was the atomic number of dubnium. Now, why 105? Because the mass is 262 in all, everything in all. But 105 out of 262 were suspended. Okay? So, here we have the sentence. There were 262 atomic mass bad boys, capital D and small b for the chemical symbol, fighting in the dubnium. That's the chemical element's name. Schoolyard. 105 is the atomic number, because out of 262 bad boys, 105 of them were suspended. So that's we have it. It's good to always use words and sentences. Now, if you can break this down into BA and O and Y. O is for oxygen, which is 8. Y is for yttrium, which is 39. And BA 56 for barium, if that's how you want to do it. But in this case, we don't have to do that, because all we're trying to do is trying to remember the dubnium. So put bad boy. Okay? Bad boy. Don't worry about the other chemical symbols. Just wait, the BA and the O and the Y and the S and all that. Just remember dubnium. Capital D, small b. Okay, so Let me read the whole thing again so you know. Dubnium, which is dubnium is the chemical element's name, and you have capital D and a small b for the atomic for the chemical symbol of dubnium, pronounced dubnium, not dubnium but dubnium. Okay, dB for the symbol. And now this is a chemical that is synthetic. It's made in a laboratory. You cannot find this chemical or element on the earth. It's got to be made in a laboratory. It is highly radioactive. Okay, remember that. It is not found on the earth, but you have to be made. Okay, I got it. And here's a word for it. Bad boy. Okay, BA. Capital D, a small b, and below that I put the the atomic number, 105, and I put a O and a Y for boy. Okay, bad boy. Okay, if you have to remember that. Okay, for dubnium. Now for a sentence again, I'm repeating myself to make sure that you understand what's going on here. Okay, we have the sentence. There were 262. That's the atomic mass. Bad boys. You got to capital D and the small b, and that's of course is for dubnium. Okay, fighting in the dubnium, the chemical name of the element. Schoolyard. 105. That's atomic number because out of 262, 105. Of the bad boys, of course, were suspended from school. Whenever you are going to make sentences, you gotta make sure you have the chemicals or element's name, the chemical symbol, the atomic number, the atomic mass, and everything put together. And then you just remember it. Just remember the sentence, and you have dubnium. Okay? You need if you don't want to remember the sentence, remember the bad boy. DB, 105. Okay? You can put bad boys with an S in the end here of dubnium school. You can put that down too. That will facilitate you remembering the element. And the atomic symbol and the mass. So there you go. That's dubnium. Now it's not dubnium, it's dubnium. The U is pronounced like a U. Dubnium. Okay? Come to DB for its symbol. Alright? Always remember that when you are going to write any sentence, make sure you have everything there for the formula. You know, for it to work, for the formula to work, or the sentence formula to work. Okay, it's not really a formula, but it's fitting in the sentence. Okay, remember that. Okay, so there you go, and remember, whether you're in school taking a test or a quiz and need a way to remember dubnium, or whether you are out of school and you want a method or a mnemonic device to remember dubnium, this you have it right here. That's dubnium. You don't have to go to school or take a quiz or a test. Just remember it all the time. All right? So, forgive the writing. I know it's sloppy. See down here? It's sloppy. What happened was that I bought these cheap pens. Here. See here? You get 10. You get 10 pens for a certain amount of money. And I was foolish enough to buy them. And they smear and they're not good for writing. See how the A came out? All this came out wrongfully. I had to do it again. Yes, I hope you can understand my writing. Yeah, okay. I do very sloppy, but the pens in a bag of pen with 10 of them is not that good. Okay, all right. I will let you go now. Remember, dubnium you can use that in a word or in sentence or sentences. Okay, it's up to you. Remember, you cannot find it on the earth. It's made in a laboratory. Okay, so it's very important to know that, because you know there's some things. That's what the word synthetic mean. Synthetic. It's made. Okay. See what's synthetic? Let me see if I can find it right here. Synthetic. Okay? All right. I'm going to let you go now, okay? The lighting system is not too good here. I have my flash on and still it's kind of dark. I apologize for that. All right? So, there you go. Share this information with somebody you know, so that way they can also get the information, especially if they're taking chemistry in school. Whether in junior high school, in high school, in college, or university, whatever. It's good to let them, help them remember dubnium in different ways. All right, have a good day. Over and out. Bye-bye.